It's meeting to improve our one, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libertor.
Yeah, I'm Storm Tracker 2. I'm meteorologist Eric Gage.
Yeah, pretty decent morning out there this morning.
Yeah, not too bad. Some patchy frost, but clear skies, and what will be a very pleasant mid-November day. Sunshine, 50s. Couldn't ask for a better post-birthday day.
Yeah,
so.
good for you.
Yeah, and the warm weather will continue for today and at the beginning of tomorrow before rain showers arrive by this coming weekend. So again, look at those local temperatures, 29 degrees measured at Griffith Park in Rome. The warmer temperatures to the south, 42 down in Binghamton, so a bit of a 10 or a little bit of a 10-degree difference right there. A live look in Oneonta to the east, sunrise a little later, 6:54 will be the sunrise for today. So as the days get shorter, the sunrise also gets later on in the morning. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are quiet across central New York. Again, no rainfall is expected for the time being, and plenty of sunshine is expected for today as high temperatures reach the upper 40s to as high as the mid 50s. A great day to get some last-minute things done outside before we start to bundle up for the winter, including putting up those Christmas lights. I'll go in more detail on what to expect for the rest of today, plus when that rainfall arrives tomorrow coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Breaking overnight, 6 U.S.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back to News Channel 2 at sunrise. Taking a look at your morning commute and evening commute. No issues aside for some patchy frost developing in some locations. But again, dry to start out the day with plentiful sunshine. That will continue for the evening hours for 4 to 6 p.m. Again, plenty of sunshine, temperatures warming up into the mid-50s. Even a warmer day expected for your Friday before a cold front arrives late Friday evening. The timing of it is a little sooner than what we thought yesterday, arriving around 4 to 5 p.m. at the earliest. And so for Saturday, because the rain arrives earlier, it's trending more dry. Decreasing clouds, temperatures warming up only into the upper 30s to low 40s, a bit breezy out there. And for Sunday, dry start with lake effect rain and snow developing in the North Country, especially in the Tug Hill region. As I said before, our temperature trend starting out on the warm side, well above average, 59 for the high tomorrow, but after that, a dip. Roller coaster temperatures down into the 40s and 30s for Saturday through Wednesday. Gary?
Eric, thanks. A retailer from Albany has expanded and is now open.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. Happy Thursday. It's a cool but not as widespread frosty start to your day today, as temperatures starting out in the 20s and 30s warm up into the mid-50s by this afternoon. Here's a live look in Cooperstown, or Main Street in Cooperstown from Yukon National camera, and looking at quiet conditions this morning, as well as on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is quiet, no rain or snow is currently detected on the radar. A bigger picture regarding cloud cover and the satellite feed, noticing just a thin layer of some clouds pushing through the area. Otherwise, expect mostly sunny skies today. And local temperatures this morning, again on the cool side, but not as frosty. The boundary layer is a little more mixed. And temperatures in the upper 20s in Westmoreland, 30 degrees in Big Moose, 27 Dollarville, 28 degrees in Little Falls. The south, 32 Cooperstown and Snevis, 28 degrees in Sherburne. Today's high temperatures seasonably warmer compared to what we usually see this time of year. In the upper 40s, low 50s up in the North Country. Into the valley, 55 for a lot of the area in Utica, Little Falls, Herkimer, Ilion, Cedarville. And to the south, even warm as well, looking at high temperatures in the 50s, 55 Garrettsville, 54 Cooperstown, 55 Fly Creek, and 55 degrees in Unadilla Forks. And if you head out today, it's going to be a nice day to go out and hang the lights. You don't get too many days in the 50s with sunshine this time of year. So if you want to go and do it earlier, or if you think this is the right time to do it, I would say this is a great day. Do it and do it now. Skycast, looking at sunshine as we head into the early morning hours today. Highs climbing into the 40s by 9 a.m., into the upper 40s to low 50s by noontime, and into the mid 50s by around 2 p.m. That's the warmest time of the day. Things start to cool down by 5 p.m. down into the upper 40s with mostly clear skies. Again, completely dry weather expected for your Thursday. By early Friday morning, starting out with partly cloudy skies, a dry start even by noontime. Looking dry, high temperatures climbing into the upper 50s to even low 60s. So a very mild and warm day across the area. However, the latest information coming in, the rain showers arriving a little earlier than what we saw yesterday. 4 to 5 p.m. is when that widespread rain begins to arrive. If you have any plans tomorrow evening, might be a little bit of a washout. But if you do have weekend plans, the good news is the rain, since it's arriving earlier, will also leave the area earlier. So by 5 a.m. Saturday, lingering clouds, and after that, some sunshine peeking out, although a little bit breezy and cooler with temperatures barely reaching the upper 30s to low 40s. Then looking dry for the most part for Saturday. And then lake effect rain and snow begins to develop in the North Country by around midnight, especially in the Tug Hill region. So for today, mostly sunny, high temperatures in the upper 40s to even mid 50s. Tonight, lows falling into the 30s, mostly clear skies, no frost expected. Your 7-day forecast, rain showers arrive late Friday and into early Saturday morning. Things do dry out, and for the most part remaining dry for Saturday and into Sunday with some lingering lake effect rain and snow showers in the North Country. And our trending is for now, as we head into Wednesday of next week. People are wondering if we're going to travel, see any rain or snow. There could be a wintry mix Wednesday. So we're looking at that. You could swing either way. We got to monitor where the cold air stays in place. So
We might check back in with you
Yes.
before then, though.
yes, so might be a travel impact for Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll see. Eric, thanks. The time right now is 5:24. And thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libertor.
I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And boy, yesterday afternoon was gorgeous.
Yeah, gorgeous. We got even nicer weather today, too. If you
Wow.
thought yesterday was nice. And we did see a beautiful sunrise, even a more gorgeous sunset yesterday. Might not see that today, but we'll see those warmer temperatures and plenty of sunshine. 50s for the highs for today, and even warmer for tomorrow before rain brings an end to this milder weather. Temperature currently 29 degrees at Griffith Park in Rome. And although it is below freezing due to boundary layer mixing, not a lot of frost in the area. As a matter of fact, waking up this morning, didn't scrape any frost off my car. And a live look in Oneonta, looking to the east, sunrise still a few, right around an hour or so away. Sunrise will be 6:54 this morning. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are quiet and dry across the area this morning. And for today, high temperatures peaking in the upper 40s to as high as the mid 50s in the lower elevations, with plenty of sunshine. Great outdoor weather for this time of year today. And warmer weather expected tomorrow before widespread rain arrives, cooling things down as we head into the weekend. I'll go more detail on that full forecast coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Well, he was once known as the
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. Who remembers this? 5 years ago today in 2018, an early snowfall, November 15th to 16th, we reached almost 5 to 6 inches of snow in the Utica Mohawk Valley region. Higher totals were actually to the south, to the west, and to the north. Up in the Tug Hill area, close to 10 inches or more of snow. And in fact, some of those local totals right there. Edmondson with 7 inches of snowfall, and Cazenovia with 10 inches. So that is a stark contrast to the weather we are seeing today, with temperatures in the 50s and plenty of sunshine. Taking a look at current temperatures across the area. 28 Little Falls, 36 Richfield Springs, a little warmer down there, 29 Inlet in Westmoreland, as well as 29 degrees down in Cooperstown. And as expected, quiet weather on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And for today, high temperatures climbing into the mid-50s with plentiful sunshine. A great mid-November day to do things outside. Again, dry weather will continue into early tomorrow. Widespread rain arrives tomorrow evening, then a cool down as we head into the weekend. Details on that coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Well, let's enjoy the next couple of days here, that's for sure.
Yeah, I will.
Eric, thanks. Looking ahead now, Thanksgiving.
Dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Welcome back. This Thursday, starting out on the cool side. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s, but quickly warming up into the 50s by this afternoon. Here's a live look in Cooperstown, looking at Main Street. Quiet weather here across the board and some patchy frost in some outlying areas. However, not as widespread or as hard as yesterday due to boundary layer mixing. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are all quiet across central New York this morning, and we're expected to remain dry for today and into most of tomorrow before widespread rain arrives tomorrow evening. And the bigger picture, we have just a few clouds picking it up on the satellite. Other than that, looking at almost entirely clear skies across the board. Local temperatures this morning, 29 degrees in Westmoreland. Into the rest of the Mohawk Valley, 28 Little Falls, 27 in Dolgeville, 29 Inlet and Big Moose, 32 up in Lowville. To the south, 31 Cooperstown, Knievis, 27 degrees in Norwich and Sherburne in Chenango County. High temperatures today on the mild side. Take a look at this. 50s for the North Country, Eagle Bay, Inlet, Atwell, 49, Ohio, 51 degrees as well. As you head into the valley, even warmer into the mid-50s. 55 Little Falls, 54 Dolgeville, 54 Fairfield, 55 Cedarville, 55 as well in Secoit and Paris. And lastly, in the Southern Valley, similar story. Those warmer temperatures do arrive. 55 Maryland, Lawrence, 55 Garrettsville, 55 in Morris, and 55 down in Gilbertsville. And so with the milder temperatures today, and depending on if you call this early or late, I would hang up the Christmas lights on your house. Not too many times this time of year do you get 50s and sunshine all day long. So if you're like me and forget until last minute and then hang them up when it's 15 degrees out and it's bitterly cold, I'll definitely do that today while it's still warm. So on our Skycast this morning, temperatures warming up into the low 40s by 9 a.m. into the low 50s by around noontime with plentiful sunshine. Partly cloudy skies overnight tonight. Looking at temperatures falling right down into the upper 30s to low 40s. No frost expected for tonight. And then by noontime for Friday, mostly cloudy skies begin to move in by noontime, and temperatures warming up into the upper 50s, even low 60s. A very mild day tomorrow. A bit windy though. And then as we head into the evening hours, 5 to 4 p.m., that's when widespread rain begins to arrive from the west. So for today, highs in the upper 40s to even the mid-50s with mostly sunny skies for tonight. Lows falling into the mid-30s with mostly clear skies to partly cloudy skies. Your 7-day forecast, rain showers arriving late Friday. That will continue in the overnight hours, drying out by early Saturday, decreasing clouds throughout the day. Breezy though, temperatures struggling to reach the upper 30s to low 40s. Lake effect rain and snow showers develop for Sunday. So not a complete washout this weekend, but definitely cool and breezy. And also a heads up too, because we're monitoring it, the early heads up as well for next Wednesday. Could see a wintry mix early in the morning, but we'll follow this if any new developments do arrive.
A lot of people looking at that forecast for sure. Eric, thanks. The time right now is 5:53. Once again, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
Boy, yesterday afternoon was gorgeous, wasn't it?
Yeah, gorgeous. Great sunrise, great sunset, and mild temperatures. Even warmer today, too, with plentiful sunshine.
Yeah.
Definitely for mid-November standards, I would call this a top 10 November day. Yeah, and so looking at this morning's temperatures on the cool side, maybe some patchy frost depending on your location, but not as widespread as yesterday morning. Currently 28 degrees at Griffiths Park in Rome. And a little warmer down to the south, 42 down in Binghamton and the border of Broome and Otsego counties. And a live look in Oneonta, looking to the east. Some twilight starting to peek out, but again, sunrise still even later. 6:54 the sunrise time this morning, and it will continue to get even later and later until the solstice, which will be in December. That will be the latest sunrise time at 7:32. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. We are all quiet here locally across central New York. And for today, high temperatures reaching the upper 40s to as high as the mid-50s with plentiful sunshine. Again, a top 10 November day across the area. We'll continue to see warmer temperatures tomorrow, then widespread rain putting an end to that warmer temperatures. Look at that full forecast coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Let's get right to it now. Breaking overnight.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back to News Channel 2 at sunrise on this Thursday morning. Things are starting out on the cool side with some patchy frost, but no travel impacts are expected for your morning commute between 6 a.m. this morning and 8 a.m. And for evening commute, plentiful sunshine, a beautiful day in store for us today. Highs in the mid-50s with, again, mostly sunny skies, so no impacts for your morning or evening commute as you head out the door. Now, as we approach Friday, temperatures warm up even more into the mid to even upper 50s, approaching 60 in the Mohawk Valley before things cool down with widespread rain Friday night. Then a cool down as the rain arrives earlier than we expected yesterday. Saturday starts out dry, decreasing clouds, temperatures struggling to reach the upper 30s to low 40s. Breezy conditions for both days with lake effect rain and snow showers depending on elevation for your Sunday. And as I mentioned earlier, that temperature trend starting out on the warm side. Today, high temperatures in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, upper 50s above average, about 10 degrees above average. Then that cool down, roller coaster temperatures cool down into the 40s and 30s by the next several days. Gary?
Eric, thanks. A retailer from Albany has expanded.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. Happy Thursday. It is starting out on the cool side. Some of you seeing some frost as you head out the door, so budget an extra minute or so to scrape that off your car. Besides that, we're looking at clear skies, taking a live look across the Mohawk Valley to the east. Looking at the sunrise this morning, a little bit of red, looking pretty colorful right there. I don't think it'll be as colorful as yesterday morning with all those mid and upper level clouds, but still expect a nice and pleasant sunrise this morning. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is quiet here locally. No rain or snow is detected on the radar. And the bigger picture regarding satellite, the cloud cover, for the most part, things are looking clear. Just a weak cold front pushing through the area, lacking a lot of moisture. So no rain or snow is expected from that. Skywatchers checking in this morning. Around freezing, 28 Old Forge, 27 Inlet, 32 Cooperstown, or 32 New Hartford, 35 Clinton, 29 degrees over in Westdale. To the south, Cooperstown, one of the warmest temperatures above freezing. Stewart was surprised seeing that this morning. I'm surprised a little too. 34, 29 down in Hartwick, and 31 in Milford, 26 degrees in Lawrence. Today's highest temperatures expected to reach the low 50s in the North Country by the mid-afternoon. 50 Eagle Bay and Beaver River, 49 Atwell, 53 Woodgate, and 53 degrees up in Boonville. Getting into the Mohawk Valley, 55 expected for Little Falls, 55 Jordanville, Newport 53, Howden Patton 54, Paris with 55 degrees. And wrapping it up to the south, mid-50s expected for the southern valleys, 54 Cooperstown, 55 Schuyler Lake, and 55 Unadilla Forks and Garrettsville. Now with the warmer temperatures today and the plentiful sunshine, although it might be early for some of you, for me, I would say not too early at all to hang those Christmas lights and do it today. Again, it's very rare we do see those 50-degree temperatures and sunny skies across the board for this time of year. And although usually whenever I do it, I always wait till it's 10 degrees out and it is downright chilly. Now on our Skycast for today, temperatures warming up into the mid-40s by around noontime, low 50s, 55 expected for the high in Utica. Heading into this evening, overnight lows falling right around the mid-30s. Not expected to see any frost for early tomorrow morning. And then by Friday, increasing clouds, looking dry, windy, temperatures reaching the low 60s by around noontime before widespread rain arrives a little earlier than what we saw yesterday into 5 to 6 p.m. So for today, highs in the mid-50s, mostly sunny skies. For tonight, lows falling into the mid to upper 30s with mostly clear skies. Your 7-day forecast, rain arrives earlier Friday, ends earlier for Saturday. Saturday is looking mostly dry with clouds decreasing throughout the day. Breezy conditions, a bit cool. Temperatures only reaching the upper 30s to low 40s. So we have a cool weekend on tap. but we do have a warm next several days. 60
Yeah.
for the high tomorrow. I can't believe that.
Get out there and do some golfing today and tomorrow.
Golfing, and of course, 7-4, hang those Christmas lights. Early time to do it.
Yeah, don't wait till it's 15 degrees.
Yep.
Eric, thanks. Be sure to like us on Facebook. For joining us this half hour, I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2. I'm meteorologist Eric Gage.
And mild weather is the key over the next couple of days.
Yeah, that's right. Starting a little cool this morning, but warming up into the mid-50s for the highs today. Even warmer, almost 60 for the high tomorrow. So definitely much more mild weather in store for the next several days. And for today as well, along with the 50s, sunshine.
Yes.
And plenty of it. First, though, temperatures starting out in the 20s across the area. And so actually in the low 30s in some outlying areas as well. So right around freezing for this time. Right now it is 6:31. And looking out to the east, in a live view of Oneonta, still twilight right there. Sunrise not until the next around 20 minutes or so. 6:54 looks to be the sunrise time this morning. In a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, top of the radar, we are all quiet across central New York this morning. And for today, again, plentiful sunshine, high temperatures climbing into the upper 40s by around noontime, into the mid-50s by around 2 p.m. And so great weather, at least for this time of year, easily a top 10 mid-November day. Even warmer temperatures expected tomorrow. Then widespread rain arrives tomorrow evening. I'll explain more detail the timing of that, plus the cool down expected in your weekend forecast coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this half hour.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. Doing a quick rewind. How about 5 years ago to the day, we had a early snow for November standards in the 15th and 16th of 2018 in the Mohawk Valley, especially in the Utica area. Close to 5 to 6 inches of snow on the ground by the 16th. And some other notable totals, Edmondson with 7 inches and Cazenovia checking in with 10 inches of snowfall. The highest snowfall totals were to the south, to the west, and to the north of the Mohawk Valley. And thankfully, depending on who you are, we're looking at warmer temperatures for the next several days. So a huge contrast. Today, starting out temperatures on the cool side in the 20s and 30s, 36 Richfield Springs, 28 Cooperstown, Little Falls, and Inlet. And on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, top of the radar, no snow on the radar. In fact, quiet conditions with no rain or snow expected at least until this coming weekend, especially late Friday evening. And so for today, high temperatures climbing into the mid-50s, seasonably warm for this time of year with mostly sunny skies. We are talking about warmer temperatures tomorrow, and again, that rainfall bringing an end to these warmer temperatures on Friday. Details on that coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. Looking ahead now, Thanksgiving, a week from today.
Dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. Starting out today with chilly temperatures in the 20s and 30s with some scattered frost. Not as hard frost as yesterday, but still a bit cool. Warming up, though, into the mid-50s by this afternoon with plentiful sunshine. Seeing plenty of it right now. Taking a live look in downtown Utica, looking at Route 5. And again, the backdrop, still seeing that clear sky and sunrise, clear as ever. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, top of the radar. All is quiet across central New York. No rainfall or snow is being picked up on the radars right now. And looking at our satellite feed, looking at maybe just 1 or 2 light clouds moving through, but again, plenty of clear skies across the board. And this will be the common trend for today. So definitely this morning, bundle up a little bit in the 20s, 28 Old Forge, 27 Inlet, into the 30s in the Mohawk Valley, 32 New Hartford, 35 Clinton, 29 degrees in Westdale. And to the south, the warmest temperature, Cooperstown, Stewart checking in with 34 degrees, Edmondson 27, West Lawrence 30, 29 degrees in Hartwick, 26 in Lawrence. Today's highest temperature Warming up into the upper 40s, low 50s in the North Country, 50 inlet, 50 Beaver River and Eagle Bay, 50 in Gray, as well as 51 in Curtis Corners. To the south in the Mohawk Valley, mid-50s across the area, 55 Herkimer, Little Falls, and Jordanville, Frankfort 56, Holland Patton 54 degrees. And finally, in the southern valleys, similar temperatures in the Mohawk Valley in the mid-50s, 55 Hartwick, Lawrence, Garrettsville, and Edmiston. And looking ahead towards this afternoon with these warmer temperatures and plenty of sunshine, don't get many of these days in the late fall, early winter. So if you have time today, I would plan to hang up the Christmas lights. And as we head into the next several weeks, a cool down is expected, at least as we head into the Thanksgiving week next week. So again, the warmest and driest day of the next 7 looks to be today. And so on our Skycast for today, high temperatures climbing into the mid-50s by 3 to 4 p.m. And then by 5 p.m. things start to cool down. Sun sets, cooling down into the upper 30s to low 40s with clear skies. Then increasing clouds by Friday morning. Partly cloudy skies by around 9 to 10 a.m. and then mostly cloudy skies by noontime. Breezy but warm. Temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. Then widespread rain arrives from a cold front that will look to be around 4 to 5 p.m. and the rain shower should be over and done with by early Saturday morning with decreasing clouds Saturday afternoon. So for today, highs in the mid-50s, mostly sunny for tonight. Lows falling into the upper 30s to mid-30s with mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. Your 7-day forecast, rain showers arriving late. That'll bring an end to this warm stretch of weather we're seeing for today and tomorrow. Down into the upper 30s, low 40s Saturday. Saturday is looking dry if you have any weekend plans, but again, a bit breezy. Wind speeds about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Lake effect rain and snow coming in on Sunday. And I mentioned before, that cool down continues into next week and eventually Thanksgiving. So if you have any plans, again, golfing, going outdoor, hanging up the Christmas lights, today is the day to do that.
That's for sure, and we'll keep our eye on that travel forecast next week, sure. Eric, thanks. Still ahead on Sunrise.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And let's not wait any longer. You have this fantastic shot of the sunrise, right?
Yeah, that's right. A live look at Oneonta right now. We have the sunrise taking place in the Utica area. It's usually around 6:54 for at least this time, but take a look at this. The glow just starting to pop up. Might wait just a little bit longer to see a little bit of that sunshine. You can see the brightness slowly picking up there too as well. Now the sunrise will gradually get later and later as we head throughout the next several weeks. The latest sunrise this year will be in December, late December at 7:32. So definitely enjoy the earlier sunrises before we get shorter and shorter days. So here in the Utica-Rome region, 28 degrees, some patchy frost in some areas. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are quiet across the area. And for today, high temperatures climbing into the upper 40s by noontime, into the mid-50s by this afternoon. And besides that, even warmer temperatures are expected for tomorrow before widespread rain arrives tomorrow night, bringing an end to these warmer temperatures. I'll explain more detail in your full forecast, plus weekend forecast coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Just along that the border of Route 5, and again a beautiful shot of the sunrise this morning. And taking a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are all quiet across the area locally with no rain or snowfall expected for today and into the early part of tomorrow. Widespread rain arrives tomorrow night. Temperatures this morning in the 20s and 30s, 32 New Hartford, 35 Clinton, 29 degrees out in Westdale, 28 in Old Forge, 27 degrees in Inlet. To the south, 20 degrees across the area, 29 Hartwick, 27 Edmiston, 34 in Cooperstown, 31 degrees in Milford. Our high temperatures expected today in the upper 40s to low 50s up in the North Country. 49 Atwell, 50 Eagle Bay, 50 Inlet, 50 degrees in Hoffmeister, as well as 50 degrees as you head to the south in Stratford, and 51 in Curtis. Into the Mohawk Valley, a little warmer, into the mid-50s, 55 Little Falls and Herkimer, Frankfort, Ilion, Cedarville, all in the mid-50s, Utica, Holland, Patton, as well as Whitesboro. And to the south, similar conditions, mid-50s, 54 Cooperstown, 55 Maryland, Cooperstown Junction, right along I-88, 55 in Oneonta and in Lawrence. With the warmer temperatures and sunshine today, I would say this could be the best day for the next several weeks to go out and hang up the Christmas lights. And with the temperatures this time of year, usually not in the upper to mid 50s with completely sunny skies, this is a bit of a rarity. So definitely I would do that today. Your skycast for today starting out in the 30s and 20s, warming up into the low to mid 50s by this afternoon with plentiful sunshine. Increasing clouds as we head into the early morning hours tomorrow. No widespread frost expected with temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s. Then for Friday, mostly cloudy skies by 12 to 5 p.m. Then that widespread rain begins to arrive by 4 to 5, lingering into the remainder of the overnight hours. And so for today, highs in the mid-50s, mostly sunny skies tonight. Lows falling into the upper to mid-30s with mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. In your 7-day forecast, rain coming to an end early Saturday, drying out breezy conditions.
Libertor.
I'm meteorologist Eric Gage.
And boy, what a gorgeous day outside. If you haven't been out yet, you should for sure.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Gorgeous, clear blue skies across the area. I want to emphasize this. This time of year, it's not too common. So in January is the cloudiest month of the year here locally. November, as it gets more and more cloudy, around 10% of days are entirely clear here in central New York.
Wow, just
November.
10%, yeah.
Just 10%. So enjoy the sunshine and clear skies today because as we head into tomorrow, warmer temperatures, but then clouds and eventual rain begins to arrive. Yeah, here's a live look at a Cavvy Tower camera. Blue skies across the board and temperatures already in the 50s. Measured at Griffith Park in Rome, 51 degrees with plentiful sunshine. Already almost 60 degrees Binghamton and 60 already out in the west near Syracuse. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2. Doppler radar, all is quiet here across central New York. And for today, high temperatures reaching the mid-50s with plentiful sunshine. Clear skies around the area tonight and a dry start tomorrow before widespread rain arrives Friday, cooling things down into the weekend. Of your full weekend forecast in detail coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. If you live in Ilion.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon and welcome back. We are tracking easily a top 10 mid-November day across the area with plentiful sunshine and temperatures close to the mid-50s. Some areas could even reach the upper 50s to low 60s as the sun keeps shining. Let's take a live look outside across the New York State on the New York State Mesonet Camera Network, starting from Morrisville all the way to Oppenheim, up north to Old Forge, as far south as Oneonta and Lawrence. Gorgeous blue skies across the board. Again, this is a rarity in November or late year standards. Around 10% of these days are on the sunny side. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is quiet with no rain or snow currently detected on the radars. Local temperatures in the 40s still up north in Big Moose, 53 Inlet, Mohawk Valley, 56 Little Falls, 54 Whitesboro, 55 in Westmoreland, and to the south even warmer, 55 Cooperstown, 53 Skenevis, 56 over in Sherburne, and 54 degrees over in Norwich. If you have any outdoor plans today, I would do them now as temperatures are on the warmest side. And if you do have to do some activities such as hanging the lights, I'll do it today as we head into the next several days into next week. Things will start to cool down and weather won't really cooperate too much with plentiful sunshine. And high pressure drives our weather for today, keeping things quiet. However, clouds will start to increase and our next weather maker will approach from the west. So on our Skycast for today, again, plentiful sunshine this afternoon. Go out for a walk if you have any free time after work. Again, just absolutely beautiful weather, more than we can ask for here locally in November. Heading into this evening, temperatures cooling down into the 40s by 5 p.m. Sun starts to set. Overnight lows will fall down into the upper 30s to low 40s. By 5 a.m. tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, increasing cloud cover as we head into tomorrow afternoon. However, temperatures right here almost in the 60s in the valley with a strong breeze from the south guiding in those southern winds. And then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, the timing of these rain showers is trending a little sooner, so you could be seeing a bit of a washout by 3 to 5 p.m. tomorrow evening. This will bring widespread rain, and things will gradually cool down as that cold front passes. By 5 a.m. Saturday, temperatures in the 30s with lingering cloud cover. Clouds will burn off by the afternoon, but high temperatures will barely reach the upper 30s to low 40s. Other than that, though, quiet weather for the rest of your Saturday as lake effect rain and snow will start to develop off of Lake Ontario by early Sunday morning. And so for today, highs in the mid to possibly upper 50s. Tonight, overnight lows falling into the upper 30s, low 40s, mostly clear skies. Your 7-day forecast, beautiful weather for today, warmer weather for tomorrow, highs approaching 60. Then that widespread rain arrives Friday night. Then cooling things down for Saturday and Sunday, breezy temperatures in the upper 30s, low 40s. That cooling trend will continue into the middle of next week, and our latest guidance shows us that even by Thursday and Friday, high temperatures might only be in the 20s. So that's a bit of a shock, but yeah, it's still over 7 days out. We'll monitor that, but yeah, the warmer temperatures do come to an end.
Yeah, get those golf clubs out today. Today is the day.
Yes, definitely golf today.
Eric, thanks. Now to the high stakes. Eric Gage.
It's a warm one out there, relatively, with plenty of sunshine. Temperature currently measured at Griffiths Park in Rome is 51 degrees. Even warmer for some other locations. Another location monitors too as well. Westmoreland, 57 degrees, as well as Herkimer. I would not be surprised if we do reach 60 degrees by the time the hottest time of the day, which is usually around 2 p.m. This time of year will arrive. So again, mild and warm weather with plentiful sunshine. Here's a live look along Route 5 in downtown Utica. Gorgeous blue skies, quiet weather on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 dot for the radar, and for the most part looking dry until right around tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. That's when rain showers arrive. So for now, enjoy the sunshine and warm temperatures. Warmer weather does arrive early tomorrow, and again, that cold front arrives Friday, cooling things down this coming weekend. Details on that coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. An update just into the news.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon and welcome back. Temperatures are continuing to rise with plentiful sunshine. Highs already in the 50s, could reach 60 degrees here in the Mohawk Valley. Here's a live look across central New York on the New York State Mesnet Camera Network. Notable temperatures right now in the middle right here. Westmoreland, Herkimer. These weather stations are picking up 57 degrees currently, and I would not be surprised with the amount of sunshine we're seeing to reach 60 degrees for the high. Now, no records will be set today. The high temperatures, I believe, are in the 70s for this time of year, but still a well above average day here locally for mid-November standards. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 dot for the radar. All is quiet here across central New York. And again, those temperatures are quickly rising. 56, 57 in Whitesboro and Westmoreland, 55 in Deansboro. A little cooler, 40s and 50s up north in Big Moose and Inlet. And again, Little Falls wrapping up the Mohawk Valley also in the 50s. Our 60-degree temperature already confirmed right here in Sherburne with 54 in Norwich, 56 degrees over in Cooperstown. With these warmer temperatures and this sunshine, if you call it early, you call it on time, or if you just plan on getting it done just in general, get those lights on your house, get some decorations out in your front yard for your Christmas decorations, as temperatures will be on the warmer side today and then cooling down as we head into this coming week. So again, the best day to do it, I would say, would be today. Personally, I usually wait until, unfortunately, it's 20 degrees or 10 degrees out and my hands are freezing. Radar and satellite showing high pressure influencing our weather for today and keeping things quiet and warm. As you can see on our Skycast, plentiful sunshine, temperatures already reaching the mid to upper 50s, cooling down into the 40s by 5 p.m. as the sun starts to set. And then by overnight tonight, overnight lows falling into the 30s and 40s, maybe some patchy frost in outlying higher elevations, no frost expected in the valley. And then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, increasing clouds, high temperatures climbing into the upper 50s to low 60s with that strong south wind. And then ahead of that cold front comes those rain showers. This will start to arrive between 3 to 5 p.m. and it'll be widespread. Almost everyone will see these rain showers as they push through central New York. That'll cool things down as we head into Saturday. Lingering clouds turning to some sunshine by the afternoon. However, temperatures will only be in the upper 30s to low 40s. So for today, highs in the upper 50s to even possibly low 60s. Mostly sunny skies tonight, falling down into the 30s and 40s. Your 7-day forecast. Rain showers arriving late Friday, cooling things down. This coming weekend is breezy and cool with temperatures in the upper 30s, low 40s, with lake effect rain and snow showers developing on Sunday, and that cool down continues into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thanksgiving of next week. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Now to an NBC News.
Look, we've taken so many calls on when this is happening. We're going to make them wait a little bit longer, though. What is it? First,
Not much
weather.
longer.
Let's talk about tonight quick.
Yes, it's not winter-like at all. It's very nice. It's very warm. We're going to hold on to this weather for one more day. So if you haven't gotten a chance to get out and enjoy it, you do have time tomorrow, especially tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. Would be a good time to enjoy it before the cold weather arrives. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We're cooling off quickly this evening. We climbed into the mid to upper 50s, but since sunset, temperatures have taken a plunge, as they usually do this time of the year. It's not as cold tonight compared to last night. We should see overnight lows in the 30s compared to the 20s. It's mild and generally dry tomorrow. Looks like that rain's going to take longer to get here, not arriving until after sunset. It gets much colder as we head into the weekend. We're also looking at how Thanksgiving week is trending. We have an early look at that. But again, tonight, mostly clear this evening, temperatures in the 40s. Some colder weather ahead. We'll look at the forecasts coming up. Kristen, back to you.
A water main break in Illinois.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Another lovely sunset across central New York this evening with some high clouds across the region. Let's take a live look in downtown Utica, where we still see some twilight, although it is getting darker at this time as we continue to approach the winter solstice, which is still about a month away. Things are going to not feel very winter-like for the short term. We've got another warm day tomorrow before things start to change. Live look at the radar this evening. Again, all is quiet across central New York. Big changes ahead. Tomorrow, our warmest day of the week, topping out at 60 degrees. Yeah, we think we can hit 60. Things are trending that way. And then as cold front moves in tomorrow night, we take the plunge. And by Saturday, we're down into the low 40s. So chilly weather ahead. It is a dramatic drop, but it's not unprecedented. We do get these big drops this time of the year. But even when we do, even if it is considered not unusual, it's still tough to experience, especially when you get days like today. Whitesboro, 49 degrees, Utica, 57, Westmoreland, 46. Some places, especially the lower elevations, will cool off very quickly this evening. 50 in Cooperstown, 50 in Skinevus, 48 in Norwich. We will not be as cold tonight. Overnight lows look to be in the 30s for most areas as opposed to 20s. To the west we go. This is what's going to change our weather. There's a cold front approaching from the west. This will be our weather very late tomorrow night. It's expected to bring widespread rain and a big drop in temperature. Stern Tracker 2 Skycast tonight. Mostly clear skies. Overnight lows drop into the 30s. Tomorrow, it's a mild day. We start out pretty warm. South wind kicks up. It's going to bump temperatures into the upper 40s by 7 a.m. I think a lot of places hit 60 degrees tomorrow, especially the lower elevations with a little bit of sunshine through the mid to late morning. We're dry throughout the day. It's not until near 5 o'clock. I think about 4 to 6 p.m. when the rain arrives. So if you're looking to get out and enjoy the weather, going out earlier than later would be better. But again, it does look like the rain holds off for most of the day. Rain's around tomorrow night. Temperatures will drop sharply heading into Saturday morning. A cloudy, chilly day, at least to start, but then we do get some breaks of sunshine with high temperatures in the low 40s. And colder weather continues to work in for the second half of the weekend. Mostly clear tonight, down to 35. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, rain late, mild, a high of 60. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It's breezy and it's chilly over the weekend. Some light snow showers Sunday. Monday looks dry. Some things to watch for next week. Tuesday night into Wednesday, we have a weather maker. Right now, it's leaning towards some sleet and freezing rain Tuesday night, but it keeps changing, so we're going to keep you posted on that. It does look colder as we head into Thanksgiving and dry.
Right. And I see you've added the bird back to the 7-day.
He's running away.
No, he's walking. He's strolling right now.
He sees the 30s. He's trying to stay warm.
Yeah, well, the closer we get, he starts picking up his pace. All right, Bill, thank you.
Thank you. Looking ahead to warm, a mini water park. Buckley Pool is getting 2 25-foot water slides, one enclosed, one open. The riders don't land in the pool. They end up in water at the end of the slides. Mayor Robert Palmieri says the slides are just one more step toward making the city's parks a real destination for people who live here and for visitors.
Because we are the third largest park system in New York State, we certainly want it to be the best. As I said, as we've done the dog park, the splash pad, the skate park, all of the amenities we have, we're looking to bring people into our city, retaining our residents, but also bringing people in from all outside the area.
The $1.5 million for the slides comes from the American Rescue Plan Act and is part of the Utica Prosperity Initiative.
Well, that's fun.
Isn't that cool?
That is fun. Coming up, a local effort to support.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Welcome back. It is that time of the year. Our Storm Tracker 2 weather team unveiling the winter outlook. So here are some of the highlights as our weather team has been putting things together. It looks like we're due for an El Nino. This is an opposite pattern from last year. We'll talk about that. It looks moderate to strong, so this could have a pretty significant influence on the winter season. And what does that mean locally for us? This is all about the local take. You've heard a lot of different outlooks, a lot of different entities putting this information out there. But our local take is going to be very different because we have very different weather here in upstate New York, especially with the lake effect. One thing we're going to be looking at, too, is past similar winters. And what years do we think this upcoming winter will have in common with some of the years past? Let's talk about El Nino. We go to the Pacific Ocean. It is a large driver in climate. This big body of water does have an influence on the jet stream. And in normal years, the winds move water from east to west. These are called trade winds. But this year, the pattern is opposite. It's going to move waters from west to east. Well, so what? Well, we bring this big pool of water to the east, and warmer ocean temperatures have an influence on the jet stream. When you bring warmer water to the east, it tends to drive wetter and more humid conditions in the southern United States, and it has an influence on the storm path. This is what we think the upcoming winter is generally going to look like, with warmer conditions to the west, and even warmer conditions could likely spill into the northeast based on this weather pattern. We didn't have as many years in common with this upcoming winter, but we did pick out 3, 1982, 1983, 1997, 1998, and 2015 and 2016 in terms of what El Nino will be looking like. This is what the winters did. 46 inches of snow in 82, 83, 31 in 2015, 2016, and then in the late 90s, we had over 100 inches. So the numbers were a little all over the place, but the one thing these had in common, the warm temperatures. Each one of those years was warmer than average. And so with that being said, we're calling for 70 to 90 inches of snowfall for the city of Utica this season. The average is 95, so slightly below average. And we're calling for above average temperatures, 4 degrees above average. So we think that we are not going to avoid winter. When you see numbers like this, it doesn't mean winter's not happening. It just means we're going to have more prolonged periods of thaws. We won't have as much cold weather or as much snow. And the other thing, too, is with these warmer temperatures, the snow may not stay on the ground as much as usual. So we're going to continue to keep you posted on this throughout the winter season. Of course, we always get winter weather. Just think maybe a little bit less this year.
Well, when you're also comparing, and I talked a lot about this with Eric, so when we're comparing and you're saying a more mild winter, you're taking a look at the average of all of
Yes.
It's not compared to last winter.
Right.
More similar to last
Right.
year.
Last winter was warmer than average, and I think this winter, again, could be very similar to that. The other thing, too, this is not the same as a 7-day forecast. We're not going to be able to tell you specific things about is Christmas going to be green or white this year, and there's just less predictability here. So I don't want to
But it does
allude to the
allow-
fact that, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, it allows people to plan for plowing and
Right.
snow removal. And
Right, and the other thing, too, is as we go further in time, how does winter end? We don't really know. We don't know if this is going to be a longer than usual, if this cold weather spills into the spring or not. It's just a little too early to say.
a to be continued for
Yes.
sure.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Bill.
Bill, the man of the hour with the winter weather outlook. Man, the calls we take on this.
I know.
Look at the forecast for this evening. Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis is taking a look at that.
Yeah, we're looking at the weather. It should be nice this evening. It's cooling off quickly, and we're looking at dry conditions. The rain for Friday looks to take longer to get here. So I think most of Friday is dry. The rain arrives close to dark Friday. So if you are looking to get out and enjoy a warm day, I think Friday will be your best bet. And in fact, Friday looks to be the last warm day of the next 7, a high temperature of 60. And if we do hit 60, this will probably be the last time that we hit 60 for the season, as we have much colder weather in store beginning Saturday. Temperatures to be in the upper 30s to low 40s. And that chilly weather is going to stick around for most of next week. In fact, it does get even colder as we head towards Thanksgiving. So again, enjoy a nice evening. Temperatures in the 40s, clear skies. If you are taking the dog out for a walk, again, do dress warm as it continues to cool off. Tonight's featured dog is Stella Luna from New Hartford. If you want to be part of this, head to Facebook. Search for Bill's Buddies. Again, tracking some colder weather in our future. A look at the forecast is coming up. Kristen, back to you.
A local award-winning restaurant.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Tracking some lovely weather. Some warm conditions continue tomorrow, but then the weather changes. Let's take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is clear across the region this evening. By the way, clear skies tonight. It's worth mentioning that the Leonid meteor shower, which has been taking place throughout the month of November, it peaks on November 17th. So that would be tomorrow night. But with skies being cloudy tomorrow night, why not check it out tonight? We're looking at about 10 to 15 meteors per hour. I'll give you more directions as to where specifically to look at the night sky and when in just a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit more homework on that. But I did just come across that here, and I thought it was worth mentioning. Searching for sunshine. I think we're going to get a lot more sunshine here later this week. I think Friday and Saturday, at least a few breaks. I don't think it'll be as sunny as today, but it should be pretty nice. And it's going to be warm, too, so definitely outdoor friendly tomorrow. Saturday, it's chilly. Sunday, cloudy skies, a few sprinkles and flurries. And then Monday, we should get some breaks of sunshine. Overall, not bad. I mean, we're heading into the cloudiest time of the year. So getting any sunshine here, we'll consider it bonus weather. Mike in New Hartford, 47 degrees. Schuyler, 46. Old Forge, 43. West Leyden, 52. Across the Southern Valleys, Milford, 43. Paynes Hollow, 52. And Jackson and Newport with 45 degrees. We're tracking a cold front to the west. This will be arriving late tomorrow night, and it does produce widespread rain. Right now, it's not doing that, but that is going to change as it begins to strengthen moving in our direction. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight. Again, mostly clear skies. Worth checking out the meteor shower. It'll cool off pretty quickly. We'll drop down into the 30s. I think tonight is going to be one of those nights where temperatures could vary widely. Hilltop locations may only stay in the 40s, but the lower spots get into the 30s just based on what we call radiational cooling taking place tonight. We saw that last night, too. Tomorrow, we're looking at mild conditions. It warms up quickly. We're to near 60 by noontime, and we are dry. So if you're looking to get out and enjoy a warm day, I think you have lots of opportunities in the morning to early afternoon. Even the mid-afternoon looks dry. It's not until about 4 to 6 p.m. that rain moves in from the west, and it does rain tomorrow night. It turns sharply colder heading into Saturday. Saturday, we start out with temperatures in the 30s, mostly cloudy skies. We'll see some sunshine breaking out Saturday afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 35. Tomorrow, looking at increasing clouds. Rain develops after dark, a high of 60. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It's chilly, it's breezy over the weekend. Just a few flurries and light snow showers Sunday, 39. Dry Monday. We're watching next week. There's going to be an area of low pressure that drives our weather. It looks like it's going to bring a wintry mix Tuesday night, but the information keeps changing here. So we'll keep you posted on that and how it could impact travel. Thanksgiving Day looking cold and dry, temperatures in the mid-30s. We'll be right back.
At 6, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
So a nice day today. We made it into the mid-50s. It'll be another warm day tomorrow. Should be warmer than today, but then things change. Let's take a look at the radar this evening. Looks quiet. Mostly clear skies. Current temperature is 41. We're cooling off quickly. Just 2 hours ago, we were 55 degrees. So we've taken a pretty big plunge at Griffiths and Rome. It hasn't quite cooled off to that degree everywhere. Some of the hilltop locations are still quite warm. Not as cold tonight. We're looking at overnight lows in the 30s. A mild, generally dry day tomorrow. If you're looking to get out and enjoy the warm weather, you should have a decent amount of time. The rain looks to arrive tomorrow evening. And we're going to time out the start of that coming up. Colder weather returns as we head into this weekend. This evening, mostly clear skies. Temperatures cooling off quickly. We're taking a look ahead, too, to Thanksgiving week. Some colder weather in sight. Look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. A local group.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Lovely day here in Central New York. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures climbed into the 50s. It's cooled off since then, since the sun went down. It's cooled off very quickly. This is a live look outside. Looking in downtown Utica, temperatures have dropped into the 40s. We'll continue to cool off into the 30s tonight. And we're looking at dry conditions out there and clear skies, which means we have an opportunity to see the Leonid meteor shower. It takes place all month long. It peaks tomorrow night, but with extensive cloud cover tomorrow night, that's not going to be a night we'll be able to see them locally. How about tonight? Looking at mostly clear skies. You're going to look for constellation Leo that emerges after midnight and about 10 to 15 shooting stars per hour. So it's not the most active meteor shower of the year, but you might get lucky. You might catch a few of them in the night sky late tonight. Big changes ahead. We're looking at temperatures near 60 tomorrow, but a strong cold front arrives, and that's going to knock the temperature down into the low 40s on Saturday. So about a 20-degree drop in 24 hours. Not the strongest change that we've seen, but still, you go from 60s to 40s. It's still a shock to the system, even if it's not unprecedented. Mohawk, 46 degrees. Old Forge, 43. Our Skywatchers checking in. Cassville, 45. Newport, 45. And Milford, Mark checks in with 43. To the west we go. We're tracking a cold front. That's going to change our weather. Tonight, looking at mostly clear skies. Overnight lows drop into the 30s. It's going to be a warm start, relatively speaking, to Friday. We're going to jump into the 40s by 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll climb into the 50s and near 60 by noontime, so it's going to be a warmer day. Looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies early. The rain looks to hold off until the evening, not until the sun sets. Then rain arrives. Temperatures will be in the 50s at 5 p.m. Widespread rain tomorrow night. A strong cold front arrives, and that's going to knock temperatures into the 30s by Saturday morning. Clouds give way to sunshine Saturday afternoon. Still chilly with temperatures in the low 40s. Mostly clear tonight, down to 35. Tomorrow, increasing clouds. Rain develops late, a high of 60. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It's breezy. It's chilly over the weekend. Some light snow showers on Sunday, 39. We're dry on Monday, sunshine, 38. We're watching the extended outlook. The next weather maker on Tuesday could bring a wintry mix late in the day. It gets chilly as we head into Thanksgiving. High temperatures only in the mid-30s. We'll be right back.
Meteorologist Bill Curtis. First of all, gorgeous day today.
Yes.
It was so good to feel the sun.
Yes, and we have clear skies tonight, which means we will be able to see the Leonid meteor showers.
Okay, that's very cool.
Not the most brilliant meteor shower of the year, but
Right.
we have the clear skies. You can check it out. We're looking at about 10 to 15 meteors per hour, which isn't bad. You don't want to wait until after midnight and look towards the northeastern part of the sky for constellation Leo. So that's, again, taking place tonight. And again, we have the clear skies to go along with that. Let's take a look at our current temperature. It's down to 35 at Griffiths. Temperatures tonight are actually all over the place. The hilltops are still in the 50s. The lower spots are in the 30s. So we'll take the average here. A lot of us getting down into the upper 30s to low 40s here as we head into tonight with clear skies. Not as cold tonight in most areas. We're down into the 30s. It's mainly dry tomorrow, and it's another mild day. Enjoy it, because big changes are on the way. We've got colder weather expected as we head into the weekend. Mostly clear tonight. Overnight lows in the 30s for most areas. Again, tracking that warm weather tomorrow along with the changes that follow, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Water main.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're tracking pretty nice weather out there for the short term. It's going to be warm again tomorrow. The nights get cold this time of the year. We get longer nights, clear skies, and a lot of energy escapes the earth pretty easily this time of the year, especially when the air is very dry. We get these really rapid swings in temperature, not only cooling off, but also warming up. We'll be seeing that again tomorrow. This is a live look at the Eric Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It stays dry. On a roller coaster ride for the next 24 hours, our high temperature tomorrow climbs to 60 before we plunge into the low 40s on Saturday as a strong cold front moves through. And yes, this is not unprecedented. We do often get big swings in the temperature, but just because it hasn't happened before doesn't mean it's going to not make a pretty big impact here across central New York. Temperatures tonight are all over the place. The lower elevations are in the 30s. The higher elevations are in the 50s. In fact, you could just take a drive from the Mohawk Valley to the hilltops north and south, and you could see as much as a 15-degree swing in temperature in just a few minutes, just a very small distance. And there's a lot of reasons for that. It's complicated. It has to do with the mixing and the environment that we have in place as that warm air starts to continue to roll in from the south. Winds pick up tonight, and we'll see warmer temperatures by tomorrow. And in fact, ahead of this cold front, thinking high temperatures hit 60 degrees, and eventually rain will be moving into central New York later in the day. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, temperatures drop into the 30s. As the winds pick up tomorrow, temperatures warm up. We'll be in the 40s at 7 a.m. and into the upper 50s to near 60 by noontime. Some breaks of sunshine early in the day, followed by clouds. We are expecting dry weather for the majority of the day. Eventually, some rain works in from the west. The start time looks to be around dark. So 4:30, 5:30 is when it starts for most areas. The rain continues tomorrow night, and there will be a sharp temperature drop to follow. Here's how things look at 7 a.m. Saturday morning. Temperatures start out in the 30s. It looks like a chilly Saturday. Clouds give way to sunshine, but it's not going to help the temperatures rise. We're looking at highs only in the low 40s. Mostly clear tonight, low of 35. Tomorrow, a warm day, a nice day, dry for the majority of it. Rain arrives late, high of 60. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Breezy and chilly over the weekend. Light snow showers are possible on Sunday. Little accumulation is expected. Monday looks dry. Maybe a wintry mix on Tuesday. We're getting a lot of new and changing information for later in the week. But they all seem to have one thing in common, a pretty impactful weather event either Tuesday or Wednesday. And I know those are big travel days, so we'll keep you posted.
Maybe travel early Thursday morning if you can.
That looks dry.
That should be a nice dry day.
Yes.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Bill. Coming up next, Israeli forces continue forecast. We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. We had a beautiful day. You know what? Put your jacket on. Head outside, after midnight?
After midnight.
Meteor shower
time. You might catch a shooting star. We have the Leonid meteor shower. That takes place. It peaks tomorrow night, but tonight is the night to watch because tomorrow night we're going to have clouds and rain. You want to look to the northeast, look for the constellation Leo. After midnight, towards early tomorrow morning, we should have some good viewing of this locally. Now, temperature-wise, it's going to be pretty chilly. We're sitting at 37 degrees at Griffiths and Rome, although the hilltop locations are a lot warmer at this hour compared to the lower spots. Still, we're looking at temperatures not as cold as last night across the area. Warm tomorrow, maybe near 60 in the afternoon before a cold front arrives, and that does put a chill back into the air as we head into the weekend. Overnight lows tonight drop into the 30s, mostly clear skies. We're tracking a warm Friday and a chillier weekend, along with the forecast heading towards Thanksgiving, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A water main.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A nice night across central New York. We're taking a live look in downtown Utica with mostly clear skies. We're looking at a dry start to our Friday. It looks like the rain's going to hold off for most of the day. It should be a nice day to get outdoors. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar looks quiet. We're going to be on a roller coaster ride for the next 24 to 36 hours. Getting warmest tomorrow. We peak out with a high temperature of 60 degrees. And then guess what? We're going to be taking the plunge. Strong cold front moves through. We drop 20 degrees between Friday and Saturday. Not the largest drop in temperature that we've seen. And we do get these swings this time of the year. Even though we do, it's still kind of rough to deal with. And again, we'll be dealing with that tomorrow night and into early Saturday. Temperatures are all over the place this evening. The lower elevations are in the 30s. The hilltop locations are in the 50s. There's a strange setup with the atmosphere where we're getting some cooling taking place in the lower levels, but a wind kicking up in the hilltops, keeping those locations warmer. The wind does pick up tonight, which means temperatures should get warmer as we head towards daybreak ahead of a cold front. The cold front's to the west. It's producing some rain in Wisconsin. This will be arriving tomorrow night. And again, I do think most of tomorrow is dry. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, clear skies tonight. Again, good viewing if you're trying to look for some shooting stars. I would check just after midnight. Tomorrow morning, clouds thicken up. By 7 o'clock in the morning, temperatures rise into the 40s. It warms up quickly tomorrow. I think we'll be close to 60 by lunchtime with mostly cloudy skies. Most of Friday looks dry. The rain arrives between about 4 to 6 p.m. from the west. And when it settles in, it stays with us throughout the evening, tomorrow night, and into early Saturday. Most of the rain is done by Saturday morning, 7 a.m., cloudy skies to start, and noticeably colder. Clouds give way to sunshine Saturday afternoon. It does look nice, of course cold, and breezy with high temperatures near 40. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 35. Tomorrow, a warm day. Enjoy it because I think this will be the last time that we hit 60 for quite a while. The south-southwest breeze, and again, that rain arrives late in the day. Saturday, breezy, chilly, 41 for the high. Snow showers Sunday, little accumulation, 39. Monday looks dry. We're keeping an eye on the weather next week, particularly Tuesday. We could be dealing with a wintry mix. If the confidence goes up, that'll be an alert day. But we're going to hold off for now. It does look colder Wednesday, and then cold Thursday, 35 for the high. Just looking at the winds, we might be dealing with wind chills in the teens.
Ooh, take
on
that apple
Thanksgiving
pie
Day.
and make it hot on Thanksgiving.
Cold turkey.
Cold turkey. Ooh. All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next, Israeli